Hi, 64 Studios 101 here. So I am really excited because this Saturday is the 50th anniversary of the Cybermen in Doctor Who, of course. And, well, I mentioned how I was going to try and make a trailer for every single Cyberman story, but to be honest, there are so many Cyberman stories that I don't particularly like. And there's stuff like the Whelan Space. I mean, what am I supposed to do with the Whelan Space? That's lost. And just to top it all off, there's just not enough time. But do not despair. The Cyberman 50th anniversary hasn't quite come yet, and I still intend to celebrate it, because back in 2013, with the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, I didn't do anything, and I've regretted it ever since. So you're gonna get a lot of 50th anniversary Cyberman stuff. I mean, I uploaded a Tomb of the Cyberman trailer, you can check that out. I'm also going to do this video, which is about the music of the Cybermen, a history of the music. And I'm going to play little samples of a lot of Cyberman music, so be prepared for that. And to start off, we have the newest Cyberman music. All new Cybermen pretty much have the same theme, so I'm going to only play one sample. In my opinion, it's not the best Cyberman music. Some of it sounds a bit too actiony, some of it sounds pretty good, but overall it just isn't quite. It's just not quite for me, I guess, especially hearing some of the creepy stuff from the classic series, and we'll get into that later. So, without further ado, here's a bit of Murray Gold's The Cybermen. Next up is 7th Doctor story Silver Nemesis. There isn't quite a particular Cyberman theme, at least I don't think there is in this music. I don't know, this music isn't very memorable, so I can't say for sure, so I decided to take some music called Landing of the Cybermen, which obviously has to do with the Cybermen, and it kind of gives you an idea of the music in the story, and it is super 80s. Just so 80s. It sounds like the cross between a video game and I don't know what. But yeah, this is for Silver Nemesis, which it seems like no one likes. Poor little Silver Nemesis. I'm rambling on. Enjoy the music. Enjoyed that little bit of 80s action, and now we move to more of the 80s. So the same music was used in Earthshock and Attack of the Cybermen, so that seems simple, right? Wrong, because in between those two we have the 5 Doctors. The 5 Doctors had a sort of different Cyberman theme, which is pretty great, actually. It's not as good as some of the earlier Cyberman themes, but it still holds up quite well. And anyway, since there are a lack of good Cyberman pictures from the Five Doctors online, let us look at this picture of a bunch of dead Cybermen, because let's be honest, in the Five Doctors, that's how they are mostly, and... Oh yes, as for the music, percussion, and more percussion. Begin! Now we've got some music from the Great Earth Shock. Oh yeah, it was also an attack of the Cybermen, but everyone would rather forget about that story. Anyway, this is by the great Malcolm Clark, and...
I am the Cyber-Leader, and I say that this music is relevant. No, I say it is excellent. This music is excellent.
See, even the David Banks Cyber-Leader likes this music. Alright, let's listen to March of the Cybermen! Alright, so now music from Revenge of the Cybermen. How Cybermen can have revenge since they're supposedly completely emotionless creatures. The Doctor even calls them total machine creatures in this episode, which isn't true, but whatever. How can they have revenge if they're emotionless? Well, while I'm figuring it out, why don't you listen to this music? Like Silver Nemesis, there isn't definite Cyberman theme, it's more just atmospheric stuff, so I'll play some music from the episode to show you what the feel of the music in the episode was, while I figure out how exactly the Cybermen can have revenge. Sorry, people. I still don't know how the Cybermen can possibly get revenge. But on the bright side, we're entering the 1960s, which many fans, myself included, consider to be the golden age of the Cybermen. First, we have The Invasion, which has some great pieces of music in it. I'm going to play a couple of tracks One of them is sort of the Cyberman theme, and the other is the theme for the evil Cyberman / Tobias Von Company, which is appropriately titled The Company. If you don't know what I'm talking about, see the Invasion. It's brilliant unless you're in the US, because in the US, you can't get the Invasion for less than $50. Sorry about that. I'm still a bit sore that it isn't being made in the US anymore. Anyway, enjoy this music. We have music from the Whelan Space now. This music, well, it's more of a sound effect. This is used for the Cybermen. It's quite mechanical and creepy. It works better than one might expect. But what do I know? This episode is lost. Anyway, this music, if it's called music, is interesting to say the least. Without further ado, let us listen. The first 3 Cyberman stories have the same music, and it is so brilliant. Space Adventure Part 2. To me, this is the ultimate Cyberman theme. It's both creepy and sinister. It sounds almost a bit futuristic in some ways. Very creepy, as I said. I mean, this music is just brilliant. I think that this is the ultimate Cyberman music, and if I had my way, instead of the Murray Gold stuff we have now, we'd have this. Not that I dislike Murray Gold, of course, but this is the best. Yeah, let's listen to Space Adventure Part 2. So there you have it. Isn't Space Adventure Part 2 awesome? Yes, it is. Anyway, what's your favorite Cyberman theme? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Super excited about the 50th anniversary of the Cybermen. And now I have one last message from a guy named Krang.
My name is Krang. I am one of the original Cybermen. I urge you all to celebrate the Cyberman 50th anniversary on Saturday, October 8th, 2016.